All pops chimps using a tier 3 tower? What the hell are you on about there, balloons? But it is possible. Take Sun Avatar, for example. But we're not doing Sun Avatar today. We're doing this with the Destroyer. Not just getting the 2 Megapops achievement, but every single pop in chimps. So let's park our boat on this, what used to be a river along here, but now it's just a little bit of water. 3 puddles. And yes, to make this goal far easier, if not possible, don't know if it's impossible without using Geraldo. Oh, by the way, we're using Geraldo today as our hero. Big surprise. Who would have thought? But a hero that is gated towards 2 Megapops is helping out in a 2 Megapop scenario. Big surprise. Let's put the big man down now. Over down here. You're going to be right by the engineer when we get you as well. Right now, just for darts, they're performing adequately, or at the very least, it's going to be enough to get through these few rounds. This round, the next upcoming round, and possibly the next round after that, with just the darts. And we can only really use one side of our boat today, because the right side is facing away from the track at all times. And let's start removing you down here. Yellow balloons round 12, no thank you. Just keep you on first. There's no microing required. I don't think there's any microing really required throughout this entire run. So I'll try this out using Ultra Boost and Call to Arms and Stronger Stimulant. A really rough time, but then I did the run again in testing using Overclock, Homeland Defense and Permanent Brew was far more smoother. Honestly, that bonus damage against Moabs and the means of popping leads at all times using Permanent Brew, far better than relying on additional attack speed from ×10 Ultra Boost. Anyways, just forget about the fact that I died to a yellow balloon there. You're still going to comment about it anyway, so what difference does it make at the end of the day? What does make a difference at the end of the day is you clicking the like button and commenting down below of what your favorite aspect is about the Destroyer of chimps. There we go, that's procced. We're not needing to proc you just yet because we need to have an Alchemist down and also grant our Buccaneer camera detection, because yes, we need to sacrifice 215 monies so that we can pop the 1 camo green balloon on round 24. I know, right? Sacrilegious. Also going to be using it for round 33 to 38 because there are camo balloons on 33, 36 and 38. Now we've got to think about an alchemist. Yes, a trustworthy alchemist that's as far away from the track as we possibly can. Yes, you do just about reach, and we are going to get Berserker Brew as well, because that +1 damage is really nice to have. Although once we get up to Destroyer, the AMD and the Berserker Brew will be on the Buccaneer less often because the Destroyer attacks super duper fast. Yellow balloon, nice and easy so far. What about the leads? We should be able to get through them. Just like that. Just like that. Lead balloons here. Come on, AMD, be applied, please. We're not going for that perishing potions, okay? It is not needed. If you're gonna get permanent brew, it is not needed to get perishing potions. If you were just gonna settle for a stronger stimulant, then I do understand your logic. And I'd rather not pay the price of having more uptime or more shots to have AMD and stronger stimulant at that point. I'd rather just not spend that money. I'd rather spend money on something else. Like invisibility potions. Or in villages as well. But next up I think we're going to get the Destroyer. But what a goated tier 3 tower Destroyer is. For only 3295, it will be able to destroy an entire game of chimps with the right strategy. Can we go through all of these pink balloons, please? I guess it's not going to be the case. We're going to need something else at our disposal. You know what, we'll just settle with a sharpening stone for the moment. Get our grapes through, And there's going to be two good reasons as to why we are not going to go up to hot shots. Number one, early purple balloons. We're not going to get MIB for quite a while. And number two, if we go up to hot shots, then the grapes do not benefit from sharpening stone. Come on, Destroyer. Pop those lead balloons, please. The only disadvantage of going up to Destroyer is the AMD. Come on, pop them, please. Thank you. And those ones there, lovely. Just these lead balloons now. Go through them. Good, 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 good. Right, just soloing round 40. Why not? Using a Destroyer. Destroyer of worlds. Right, I'm going to do the triple village discount thing because we will be deploying quite a few towers down and hopefully moving them with the support Chinook. And place the other one down here as well. You're going to be the mentoring one. Radar scanner, jungle drums, and then next up we're going to go with this rock over here. And this ×3 discount is going to be applied to this destroyer at all times. We're not going to get a hot shot at all. We are not going to get it at all. At all. We will have far more damage by having +2 pierce from sharpening stone later on than we would with the residual fire damage which we get from hot shot. Just trust me on that one, okay? Yeah, old me who started out doing 2 Megapops, I'll be like, well, why would you not want to get hot shots? Well, just damage typing. It's better to be sharp than fire in certain cases, but then with leads, it's better to be fire than sharp. But lead balloons, they're far slower. Oh, get away, get started with that. Almost missed out on that. So that should be 58, then go up to use 68, then go to use 78. We should be fine at that point. 50, go down please. These lead balloons like to block us, no thank you. Do not want to get MIB just yet because I do want to start on these rocks as soon as possible, but if it's needed, hello yellow balloon, we will put some items on the destroyer. Such as the item that so many people on Reddit believe, even though they don't even partake in 2 Megapop scenarios themselves, they just like to have a negative voice because they don't like us balloon tubers using the Jerry's Fire on a tower, and then people thinking that the Jerry's Fire should actually count towards Geraldo rather than the tower that it's been applied to. I guarantee that all of the people that complain about Jerry's Fire, they don't even do 2 Megapops or do any runs with Geraldo. They just don't like seeing him and this item and these visuals at all times. Like, just look at the little guy with the monocules around his eyes, or maybe it's just glasses. ×2 monocules equals glasses. And the top hat. How could you not like the top hat? Though we will go up to stronger stimulant, because why not? Yeah, barely lasts at all on the destroyer. But if we find out that we're absolutely desperate to have these buffs up for the destroyer, then I will buy Perishing Potion, but I'm just going to avoid it because I know I'm going to get Permanent Brew anyways, which doesn't benefit from Perishing Potion. If there was like a reason, like, I don't know, for example, if Perishing Potion grants an additional +1 pierce or +1 damage to the tower that it selects while under Permanent Brew, then absolutely. But since there's no benefit from getting at it, then there's no reason to go for it. 59. Do I want to go... Actually, it would just be cheap at this point just to go for another Jerry's Fire, to be honest. And we're going to go with some pickles and some sharpening stone as well.
Pop the red one. I must inspect it.
BFB, very easily taken out. That is the power of the destroyer with an alchemist under some villagers and Geraldo. Our fire may struggle against these purples, but the rest of our firepower shall get through them purple layers. Okay, what about 63? We'll be able to go for it. Definitely. Maybe we need MIB at this point, because these lead balloons are blocking our sharp projectiles. But no, this is looking good. Really good. They were about to come around the circle one more time. Can we do this without any other Geraldo items? So we've got Sharpening Stone down. Can we do it? Can we do it? This is looking positive. And we done it. We can spend on a little bit considering that we're well over 13k, although this looks like we're about to die to a yellow balloon. Obviously, it has to be the yellow balloon. Yeah, definitely the pickle fire sharpening strat. Yeah, this is far better now. And also because of the pickles decreasing our attack speed, it just enables our AMD and stronger instrument to last slightly longer on the destroyer. But we probably could have started these rocks a little earlier if we did not go for like the triple village. But we definitely needed at the very least radar scanner. So we'd stop using our money on invisibility potion. Unless of course we want it later when we get increased range and increased camo damage. Because now we don't need to spend any more money on rocks. We're not getting this one down here. Let's get MIB so that we can guarantee ourselves the means of popping leads. Oh, this is not looking good. No Geraldo items means that we die to yellows. Top tip. Use Geraldo items on the destroyer so that you do not die to yellow balloons. It is paramount. Yeah, having this mined before round 79 is going to be very nice to have. Because we will be getting overclock and permanent brew once this has been fully mined. And no, we're not going all the way to 140. I don't think the destroyer has it in it to be able to pop the fortify bad without anything else aiding it, even with Geraldo items. Even with version 31 Geraldo on this map, could you possibly do up to around 140 with the destroyer being the only thing to pop everything? I'm mainly just thinking of 140, that's all. Can we do what no balloon or... This is why, people, you don't let these pests through. Because it won't just be the one time. Then we shall get a glue gunner to help us out. Don't need glue strike, just the glue hose to keep things under control. 75, looking a little bleak here when it comes to popping everything. Then how about 2 Moab glues? No wait, just 2 glue gunners, but one of them's a Moab glue and the other one's a glue hose. Slow them down just a little bit. Stick at them. Make sure they go at a slower speed. Delay their progression to the exit of the map. And we have ourselves victory in this case. I love it. Maybe we should actually get Glue Strike because of this upcoming round. And we could get it by the time they come around. Lovely. Additional damage against those pesky balloons. Good. Okay, getting Glue Strike was the correct choice. Now it's just these group of BFBs which are going to be the thing that may stop us from progressing forward in this scenario. Come on, pop everything, pop everything, pop everything. Yeah, that's looking good. We've got this well and truly under control, and we're going to turn off auto start because I would like to get permanent brew now. And then I would also like to get a wonderful... Is this too close to the track? I have a sneak suspicion that you're going to damage the bad on 100, so we should get ourselves a helicopter. Maybe I should have had these 2 villages slightly further north. But that will be a problem for future Flare to look at. Current Flare has the nice task of having permanent brew now. Yeah, people say that Destroyer with permanent brew is absolutely cracked. And I can see why. With every single weapon on the Destroyer getting the AMD and stronger stimulant permanently on the tower means we can do far more damage against these pesky male class balloons, and especially when they're like... No wait, I was thinking it does bonus damage against lead. No, it's bonus damage against ceramics and Moabs. but not bonus damage against lead. So it just enables the tower to pop leads if it doesn't do so otherwise. Okay, round 80. Round 80, and not a care in the world for the balloons. Let's get call to arms. If we ever find ourselves in a pickle, remember, we do have call to arms and glue strike to help us out. Part of me always wants to go with ultra boost because it feels like flexing, but no, this is for consistency's sake. Maybe in the future, the far future, I'll do this challenge again on this map, but rather than go with homeland defense, overclock, and permanent brew, I'll go with ultra boost, stronger stimulant, and call to arms. That sounds really good, doesn't it? It is durable, but it's just nowhere near as consistent as permanent brew with homeland defense and overclock. Because this is tier 3, we do have more than 100% uptime on the destroyer using overclock. If it was a tier 4 tower like aircraft carrier, then the moment that the ability comes back, then the spanner will go away. And then if you're a carrier flagship, then that's actually one of those times where you would not use overclock because the majority of the damage comes from the mini planes and not from the boat itself. Yeah, for you balloons, unfortunately, it is going to be a very rough time for you, as I simply do not care about your kind, especially when they are a yellow balloon that always sneaks through. Yeah, carry flagship and spiff force, I'd say, are two megapop runs in which you would do that you don't use overclock for, but rather, actually, Geraldo as well. If you're getting 2 megapops with Geraldo himself, then you would always go for homeland defense over overclock. Do not hit those CMGs, please. The more they stick together, the more likely it is that their hitboxes increase. Because that's just the way the game is coded. I know for a fact that for the people who really despise Geraldo in these runs will not be at this point right now. Although they may just be interested for the end result. Nice. A single balloon left. Yeah, call to arms really helps out in scenarios like this where there's just so many clumped up targets together. I should give myself relentless glue at some point. Just so that all of the pops will do something. Once they are relentless glued, it stuns them and stuns balloons nearby them, which is good when they are popped. The original target, that is. Come on, call to arms. You can do it. You can benefit the destroyer and ensure that it does destroy homeland defense, baby. I love this little upgrade. And it's not a little upgrade. It is a big, massive upgrade. Just don't pop anything. Just don't pop anything. Just don't damage anything. Just don't damage anything. You abomination of a tower that is now stupidly close towards these Moabs. 95. We should be able to easily get through all these DDTs. No worries. Hopefully we don't need to use homeland defense, but looking at all of this going on right now, I think I definitely... Oh my goodness.
Going to ruin business.
When the game decides that you have not had enough yellow balloon deaths, guess what? It gives it to you in another form from a DDT. At least on the plus side, I can safely deploy my helicopter and I do not need to worry about it getting steals. We do not like steals. Yes, this was part of the master plan all along. And then we initiate homeland defense. Hopefully there are still some balloons left at the end of a round to just go around the circle and not do anything. This black balloon looks very... It was a black balloon, then it turned to a blue balloon, and that blue balloon did justice against... Well, I don't know what I'm going with there. Overclock, please. Relentless glue online. You're going to go to first as well. And the rest of this should be pretty easy to take down. We'll apply the pickles on the next round after this. Actually, we should apply you now that... Yeah, you do bonus damage against camo balloons now. Not that we'll need it, but, you know, it's just nice to have in your back pocket. Okay, let's turn off auto start and then just absolutely massacre these fortified ZOMGs. This thing is an absolute beast for being a tier 3 tower. It is a monster, especially with Permanent Brew. For goodness sakes, people will write about Permanent Brew being an absolute beast with the Destroyer. It truly becomes a destroyer. Right, time to absolutely lay waste to all of these Hellions. No, there's no chance of you reaching the end of the track at all. Not at all. Although the speed in which these are going at does make me a little concerned. Maybe doing that was the incorrect option. Maybe, yeah. I think what I should do is not use Homeland Defense when it's ready. We'll just use it when the ZMGs have flown past, so that we just concentrate on the fortified balloons first. Oh, and get some pickles as well while we're at it. Okay. Hopefully we are making progress here. And now we're going to unleash hell using Homeland Defense. It's just because I want the ZMGs to come past initially, so that we don't grind down their levels or let their layers too quickly, and therefore a lot of the time having a pierce cap problem. Okay, now that they're getting gone, now we can get gone with these goons. There we go. Brilliant. The Destroyer is so good. I love the Destroyer. There's such a good tier 3 tower. Has so much synergy with P-Brew, which stands short for Permanent Brew. You know what, since I put an invisibility potion on you, I'll put you in the middle over here. In the middle of our street. Yellow balloons. What do they keep doing? Going through! I don't think we need to buy anything else. We've got all of the upgrades that we need. And just to show you how powerful this setup is against the bad, we're not going to use a single rejuve potion on round 100. Everything is going to be without the rejuve potion whatsoever. And that wonderful +2 damage from Glue Strike. Oh, you're putting in the work. I feel like halfway for your HP already? That's brilliant. Again, we're not upgrading to Hot Shots. Hot Shot is overrated. We don't need it. And your second time going around. Yeah, people are so correct about Permanent Brew being brilliant on the Destroyer. That is an absolute hell of a time against the balloons there. Water Monkey. Nowadays, you can get in all pops if you're paired with Jones. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Every single damage done by the Destroyer, 2,042,697 there, and 2,042,697 there, with 17k left in the bank. And let me just show you that every single other tower on the field here has not gone a single pop. Geraldo, 0. Overclock, 0. Permanent Brew, 0. Relentless Glue, 0. Glue Strike, 0. Support Chinook, 0. Primary Mentoring, 0. 0 on Homeland Defense, and the Monkey Commerce here, 0. All of these have gotten 0 pops except for the Destroyer with Grape Shot. We don't need Hot Shot. If the Alchemist was banned, then obviously yes, Hot Shot. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure that you comment down below on how much this run was carried by both the additional money that you get on 3 mines round, and for the fact that we use the best all pops or 2 Megapops or 23 Megapops supporting hero that there is possibly ever within the game. Geraldino, what you get for combining Ronaldo and Geraldino. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves, everybody.